So what I'd like to do today is first introduce myself. My name is Colleen O'Connor, also known as the Super Sleuth. Why do I call myself the Super Sleuth? Well, because I help people with all areas of their life, especially career. And one of the reasons I love doing what I do, which is energy work, and one of the primary methods I use is called the Yuen Method, is because it's a lot like solving a mystery. And I love mysteries. Those are my favorite kind of movies and TV shows. My husband and I, Randy, watch them all the time and love to sit there and guess who did it and what's really going on. And that is really what this work is all about. And that is why I love doing it. So I'm here to assist you today with issues that are going on in your life. We're focusing mostly on career, but if there's other stuff that comes up, then no worries. Just let me know what that is. And I have a couple of requests from other people that gave me requests ahead of time. And so I'm gonna work on those as well. So, but before we get started, what I would like everyone to do is, if you're in a place that's safe to do so, just take a deep breath, exhale, let go, and just feel your feet on the floor. And we're just going to get grounded. We're going to bring our energy fully here so that we can really feel all of this energy clearing and strengthening that we're going to do. So feel those feet on the floor. Take another breath. Let it go. And one more time, everything that you kind of brought here today, we're going to take a deep breath and just let it all go. Now, I want you first to feel a very calm, loving energy come from the heavens above. And just feel that move into the top of your head. And if you know about the chakras, your crown chakra. And feel that energy moving into the top of your head, coming all the way into your third eye, and allowing it to open up your third eye, to clear it out, to strengthen it, to activate it, and to connect your brain, we call your brain receiver, to the universal intelligence, all the wisdom, insight, and intelligence of the universe. And removing any blocks from inside of you and from outside of you that may be preventing this from being fully activated. And by the way, I yawn a lot when I do this work. It's just how my body processes. Okay, and then feel that energy go into your throat chakra, your throat area. And have that open up your throat, your expression, your truth, your whole truth, and nothing but your truth. And feel that get strong, get clear, get open. And we're removing any suppression, repression, depression, oppression from the present, the past, or the future. And activating all true high expression. And now feel that energy move into your heart. Feel it open up your heart, clearing it out your heart, anything that is blocking your heart, the sense of love and peace. So feel it clear, feel it become open, feel it expand. Opening your heart to love for yourself, of others, and total unconditional acceptance of yourself, others, and all that is, while also being protected, safe, and secure. I now feel this energy moving down into your solar plexus, your power center. Allow the power center to become open, strengthened, and activated. Clear any blocks, any disturbances, interruptions, interferences from inside and from outside of you, on all levels of being. Clear them out. And any issues with having power, not having power, abusing power from you or from outside of you, from the present, the past, or the future, letting it all go, connecting with true power, which is of gentleness, kindness, and doing what is most benevolent for all concerned. And feel this energy move into your belly, into your second chakra, which is a creative center of sexuality, sensuality. Let that be open, let it be cleared, let it be free, let it be strong. Clear any blocks from inside, from outside, from all outside influences, any confusion, and allowing the flow, sense of purpose and pleasure. That is your divine right. And then feel this energy now move into your base chakra, your root chakra, clearing anything that preventing you from being grounded fully here in this time, this space, this body. Letting it be strong, clear, and open and connected. And from this area, feeling strong energy moved out from your legs all the way from the base of your torso down through your legs, your knees, your lower legs, your ankles, your feet, like roots of a tree, the bottoms of your feet. And from there, send that root all the way down into the ground, into the earth, big, strong roots, connecting all the way to the core of the earth, core of the planet, wrapping around that core as much and as completely as you need to feel safe, secure, and protected and connected. And then feel that come up from the earth, that energy moving all the way up, back to the bottoms of your feet, pressing in, coming from your feet into your ankles, lower legs, knees, upper legs, base of the torso, into your root chakra, into again back to your power center, your heart, your throat, the third eye, all the way to the top of your head, back up to the heavens. And taking another deep breath. And just feel that energy moving up and down, nice, even, fluid, natural flow, confluence of energy from heaven to earth and earth to heaven, running up and down your body, connecting you to all that is supportive and beneficial. Okay, nice job, everyone. So our purpose here today is to do some clearing on career and purpose for anybody who is tuning in now. And what I'm going to do is do some energy clearing, what I call strengthening on the group as a whole, any general topics and in things that are coming up. And then I'm going to get into the specific topics that people have submitted. Okay, so first we're going to bring everyone together as a group and strengthen the energy of the group as a whole, which actually already feels pretty strong. And I'm going to strengthen everybody's central nervous systems, their brains, spinal cord, nerves, meninges, cerebral spinal fluid, all the parts of the central nervous system connecting, communicating, coordinating. We're going to sync up. Our central nervous system is our computer. So I'm going to sync up everybody's computers. And make everyone's computers even. Removing all mental influences, mental, emotional, spiritual, and these psychic influences. And that is a lot of collective influences. So just clear all that out, make it all even, and send it away. And remove that. Okay, so we want to sync up everyone's physical intelligence. If you don't know some of what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Your primary objective here is just to feel what I'm doing. So I want to strengthen that. So, and then everyone's higher self, activate the higher self, some weaknesses there, and connect those. And then we just strengthen the boundaries of the group. And strengthen everyone to really feel this work. Okay. So now let's take a look at what the primary weakness is for people. And so when I say that, I'm going to look at which area of life. So we've got 6 areas of life: health, money, finances, less aging or youthfulness, fitness, career, and then relationships. And I do have a chart that I'm looking at too. I sometimes refer to feel for what's going on with people. Okay, so actually, even though we want to work on career, the thing that's weakening people the most right now is relationships. So we're going to strengthen in a general level. And we strengthen the group to release whatever needs to let go here, because there's still some holding on. So we clear that. That's in the mind. So sending the mind and the spirit out for now. Their influence, just let them be on vacation. We just want to really get to that feeling space. Okay. And the influences of relationship weaknesses are coming from outside of you in the spirit. It's on, again, a psychic level. So let's see. Is that people, spirits, or places? It's other people. And who's it coming from? Has to do with education, family, and then spouse in some situations here. So we're just going to bring all that together. How many influences are we talking about here? It's like beyond influence, beyond influence. So we're going to bring that together, strengthen and clear all that. Okay. And clear it out on a cellular level. Having to do with what we've been taught about relationships. It's actually from other lifetimes. We'll clear that out. And there are some things related to illness. Okay, is that present, past, or future? And that's from the past. Again, other lifetimes. So And what's coming up is just things related to illness and spouse. So, or care for spouse or family independence, other lifetimes where that was the situation. So we're going to clear all those experiences across all time, all space, dimension, universe, bring it together. And there's triggers with everything that's happening in the world with COVID that is triggering this on an exponential level. So we clear all that. And we'll just strengthen everyone to be free and to forgive on all levels. And just to be neutral about what happened, didn't happen. Okay, all that down to 0 minus infinity. That feels better. And we'll just reset everybody's computer. Okay, so what comes up now is just more about health, non-physical, even though there's more like the worry, concern, fear, confusion outside again. In the spirit, on a spiritual level, in the spirit. And there's a lot of emotion, and that's sort of outside. So kind of like we're all swimming in emotion. So we're going to clear all that emotion. But first, we're going to contain the emotion. And it's like beyond infinite amounts of emotion. So we'll bring all that together. And we bring it to earth, finite, even. And just remove it out. Okay, and just clear it out of all levels. Again, the cells, and then the quantum level. Okay, clearing that. Resetting everybody. So you're going to just release again. So we're going to make sure everybody opens up their just make the group more strongly separate, independent, neutral. Yeah, so from the collective influences. We can know what's going on, but we don't have to swim and live in it. So we're going to clear that. And it's really kind of infiltrated the body. So I'm going to clear that out of your body. And again, now it's a quantum level. So I'm going to clear that out. Activate the black holes in the body, the inner black holes, the outer black holes, outer and inner, outer black holes, pulling all that negative energy out, sending it away. Okay. Okay, that feels much better. And just clear out the reactivity. And then let's remove any what we call false tools. So any overly forgetting. Excuse me. Okay. And we open up what we call the exit portals under chin, arm, hands, fingers, feet, toes, colon, gentle bladder, sacrum. And let that go. Okay, so let's see if what comes up now. Okay, so all 6 areas of life feel strong now. So I'm going to look at some of the particular requests that I have here. Okay, so I know we've got one person who has some issues with a coworker, some unease. Okay, so a coworker really losing their temper inappropriately. So let's look at what's going on there. What's really happening? So you, your coworker, and the work itself. So you, your coworker, work itself. So your coworker, definitely weakness. So what's going on with her? So relationship issues for her. So we're going to take all the strengthening that we just did, the clearing, I'm going to put that together in a bundle and then apply all that to her. And it's outside of her. It's in her mind, on a mental level, and psychological. So some obsessiveness, defensiveness, some over analyzing, guarding, protecting, defending, grieving, bearing, internalizing, anxiousness, concerned. What I'm picking up is like a fear of getting in trouble. So we're going to clear that up. And that comes from her ancestors, her family, her culture, her spouse. That's actually other lifetimes. So some experiences of betrayal and punishment. So I want to clear that all up. Both the other, make it even, one contained, and to remove it. Okay, out of her spirit, especially totally, completely, absolutely removing it out of spirit. Release. Okay, so let's reset her. Now let's look again at you to her, her to you. There's some weaknesses she has with you. Is it directly or indirectly? So some spiritual experiences, some fears. So fears that she has, and let's look at, are those hers or are those somebody else's? And that's actually not hers, they're collective fears. And what are those fears about? Perception, how she's being perceived. And it's actually the collective psychological fears that are happening now about disease. And some like fears and phobias like airplanes and heights and things of that nature. So there's how many influences? It's pretty big. It's beyond infinite. So pull together. Okay, clearing that, her body, mind, spirit, conscious, subconscious. So she's not even aware of it, it's subconscious level. So clear that out. All the reasons, the causes, the sources, the past, the future, total effects. Forgive, forget. So her forgive. So as you can see, this is a work situation, right? But it doesn't come from you, first of all, and then it doesn't really stem from work. It comes from a different area of life, and then it doesn't even totally come from that person. It comes from all these other factors. So that's why it's really, what I love about this work is, again, you're getting to the deeper layers of what's really happening. Because it'd be so easy to just say, oh man, she's a jerk, blah, 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 blah. But there's all this stuff affecting her that's making her behave this way. And unfortunately, you have been the recipient of it, but now we're clearing that so you can have a better experience with her. But this is where it's helpful to remember for all of us, myself included, not taking things personally when people are behaving in not the greatest ways, because it probably isn't about you. But we don't want you to be the recipient of it either. So this is the solution. Okay, that feels much better. Let's just strengthen the boundary, the dynamics, boundaries. That's better, much better. So we'll just make it balanced, center stable. And let's just clear the air between you, clear the air, clear the past, all the memories, imprints, residuals, remnants, remains, gone. Okay. So next request is, let's see here, generally about job and career on the general level. So releasing the blocks to find her ideal job or career. Okay, so releasing the blocks to job. Definitely weakness with the blocks. what comes up is building blocks. Not so much having, not so much stuff that's blocking you as building the foundation. So we're going to clear your energy, strengthen your energy, and activate your energy to the solutions, to the answers, to the actions, to the results, to building the blocks that you need to build to create what you want. First of all, let's check, do you feel strong for knowing what you want? Knowing what you want, knowing is a little weak, so we're gonna clear that. So what's coming up is, rather than trying to know this job or that job, which eventually you do need to know on a pragmatic level what you want in order to go after it. But what comes up right now is liking a list of what you want it to feel like, what you want the job or the career, what elements do you want it to feel like. So let's just clear your body, your mind, your spirit. So your mind, you gotta clear the mind on a non-conscious or psychic level. So there's a lot of inputs. Pull those together, strengthen them, delete them. It has to do with the past, so clear up the past. And that's other lifetimes, so clear that out. And that's the mind and the spirit. So separate your mind from your spirit, spirit from your mind, clear out your mind, clear your spirit. And other people's minds infiltrating your mind and causing confusion. So clear that out. Okay. And what degree, what level is this? How many influences here? It's not beyond it, but it is infinite things. So I'm gonna pull those together. Make them even, one contained. So ball them all up so you can send them away out of your whole energy field. Okay, down to zero, minus infinity. Okay, and then past is better the future. So clear you to the future, future to you. The future, you gotta lighten it up, loosen it up, brighten it up, clear it up, clear. So clarity, you to clarity. And being clear triggers all experience of not being clear. I think to be murky, muddy, unclear. So we're gonna clear that up. And there is education influences. So what does that mean? It's at school, just what you generally taught in society. Has to do with school. So clear out those influences. What comes up is trauma. So we're clearing trauma, school experiences, this lifetime. Probably less than 5 years old. So whatever those are, we'll just make all those even and remove them. Okay, I want to strengthen you to really feel this. So yeah, there's a weakness to your intuition. Let's see here. Yeah, something on your spirit, in your spirit. Okay, it's more just psychological depression, and it's not now. It's not really depression. It's grief. So just grief. It's just any experiences of grief, sorrow, sadness, all that kind of weighing on you. So clear out the present, the past, the future, this lifetime, and this lifetime, and lifetimes. Yeah, just across all time and space. So all time, space. Okay, clearing that is better. A few other things around that. still something else there with education. Some just residuals. So we're clear the residuals. Trying to forgiveness, unconditional. Okay, so eliminate, free, release, protect, forgive. So protection. Any protecting issues in the future. What is that about? Some emotions, so clear out the emotions. And forgive, forget, unconditional. Something there. Okay, inability to relax comes up. So, and that's, okay, that's everything outside of you. That's a collective freak out about the future. All right, we got to clear, this is for everybody. Clear out the freak out, right? Just clear that out. Enough of the freak out, right? And just strengthen everybody, just be balanced, center stable, midline, neutral, even, calm, and integrated. And to just lighten up, loosen up, let go. People freaking out, they can freak out all they want, but you stay centered in yourself and letting go. And it has strengthened everyone here. Activate your physical intelligence, your energy field, the physical intelligence to put up strong boundaries, filtered, whatever else, to clear that up. To no longer, just let it be like Teflon. People freak out, it's like, oh, well, I don't care. Not that you don't care, like you're cold, but you're not going to be affected because it doesn't help, right? At this time in life, there's so much seriousness being put out there right now. But actually, seriousness makes things harder to solve. When something is heavier, it's harder to lift and move, right? Same thing with energy. The more we make something serious and tight, the harder it is to clear it out, let it go, move beyond it. So just remember as you go throughout your day, catch it. I have to do it myself, right? So I'm not telling you to do anything that I don't do. So take that time to, you can listen to this or any other of my videos just to help clear out and just give you a little spark of energy and getting back to that joy. So let's clear everybody, get you back to joy, you to joy, joy to you as we. So ready, open, receptive, any reasons, causes, sources, past, future, all that. You to joy, joy to you. Much better. Okay, so now let's check the question here for her career. Much better. All right. Okay, we're going to do one more request that we have here, that I have here. And you are all welcome to put something in the comments if you want something to be strengthened. Oh, Judy, hey, hi, how are you? Okay, so this is not, well, it doesn't seem, remember, I am the sleuth. This does not seem like a question that has to do with career, but we're going to see. So this is a pet's ear infection and dry skin condition. Okay. It's definitely weakness with infection. Clear up that infection. The cells and empty spaces. Actually coming from the family. Don't feel bad. Family or pets usually are affected by their surroundings and whatever's going on with their owners. But what's the area of life? Okay, it's not career. It's we call youthfulness or less aging. So is that physical or non-physical? Physical. It's actually physical. Okay, is it in the pet or the owners? Pets, the owner is actually a pet. So a pet's got some physical weakness. I'm looking through, I got a chart here I'm looking at, so I'm looking down. So some degeneration. Where? the ligaments, the muscles. It's the skin. The skin doesn't feel weak. Ear doesn't feel weak. The structures, the systems, the organs, the tissue, the cells, the molecules. So all done molecules. So I'm just putting strong energy to that. And then rejuvenation. Just rejuvenate the pet. And we got to strengthen the cells as well, the carbon in the cells, the nutrients in the cells, and the water in the cells. So too much or not enough, too much, not enough. Okay, so the central nervous system of the pets. So let's just strengthen the central nervous system of the pet, the brain, the tail, the spinal cord, the nerves, So let's open, elongate the spinal cord, make more space in the vertebrae of the spinal cord. And then open up the nerves. They feel edgy, which would explain the dry skin. So calm the nerves. And it's actually internal. Okay, so internal, but it's emotions from outside. So let's just strengthen the whole family. All that we just did would make this group strong. We're going to apply that to your family, pull them all together, make them even, one, contain, apply all that energy to them, program that into them to clear everything out, to calm down, to be even, integrated, balanced. They're kind of wound up. So, and that's, again, there's no judgment here on anything I say. This is a judgment-free zone, as I like to say at Planet Fitness. So we're going to clear all that. And it's coming inside and outside the family. And it's to each other. So we're going to clear out the psychic energy to each other. Calming that down. And it's just kind of a pattern of behavior. And that's from the collective, even though it's happening in the family, it originates from the collective. So we're going to clear that influence from the collective down to zero, nice infinity. And that's from the past. And the non-conscious levels. So again, that's a psychic level. Total cumulative effects. Wow, the spirit. Okay. Now let's check around the pat. The nerves feel calmer. So let's strengthen even more. You're not fully there. There's okay, so just more boundaries for the pet itself. Clear out its cells again, the energy, the negative energy out of the cells, and the empty spaces of the body. So the black holes. Okay, down to zero, nice infinity. Okay, so I'm getting, there's probably quite a bit more to do on this one. Yeah, the pet needs a little more attention. We're not going to be able to probably hit everything right here because we'll be wrapping up in a couple minutes. So I'm just doing a little bit more on that aging piece. Okay, and then the family, okay. We're going to take the family again, make them more even, raise up the frequency, vibration, energy, internal boundaries, extra boundaries, dynamics, the evenness, and then the family, delete all negative worry, fear, freak out, concerns, doubt, hesitation, not knowing with the pet. So the family concerned about the pet, we're going to put all that together, make it even, one, contain, then remove it to other dimensions, universe exists, time and place, places unknown. And delete it all down to zero. Nice and clean. Okay, that feels better. And we'll strengthen the family, reset their brains and minds to download some programming into their brains, their bodies, their central nervous system. keep strengthening and calming themselves, each other, and then the pet. That's weak. No longer weakening the pet with your worry, concern, but allowing the pet to be, the pet will take care of its own healing if you let it, you just support it, but don't worry about it. I know it sounds like, what do you mean? How can I not worry? Well, just put strong energy, see the pet getting better, as opposed to worry about what's happening. So just clear on that. And then there's about 80 million more things. Removing those body, mind, spirit. A lot of empty spaces of the body. Okay, but the family feels much calmer now. Is everyone grounded? Grounded, connected, balanced, center, stable, neutral, calm. And everybody connecting them to themselves, themselves to them. The strength, endurance, flexibility, more flexibility, agility, patience. Okay. Okay, like I said, there might be more on that one, but that's what we're going to do for now. So I just want to say thank you everyone for being here. If you ever, I'm gonna be doing some more of these live streams, and would love to get more of your feedback. Please feel free to join in. Give us a topic that you want to be cleared, strengthened energetically. And if you can't make it to the live stream, you can always just, you can go to my website, ColleenO'Connor.com, and you can get in touch with me through there, and you can leave me a message on Facebook and let me know what you might want to have worked on. All right, that's all for now. I'm the Super Sleuth, Colleen O'Connor, and we'll meet again soon.